right, here we are to the final step this month in the shoulder pain. We're going to work on the top 3 strategies to move and help our shoulders be healthy and also help our shoulders relieve pain. So in the previous videos, hopefully you get an understanding that the number one problem that we see with shoulder pain is impingement syndrome, which typically is caused by a shoulder blade that's not moving properly. So I'm going to show you how to first get your shoulder blade moving better so you can relieve the impingement or the inflammation that's happening in that space right there. I know you guys don't have one of these things. This is called the True Stretch. We use them a lot here, but we're going to pretend like this is a door frame, okay? So you're in a door frame. These bars are going to be my door frame, so you can do this at home. And we know that the shoulder blade needs to move up and down, it needs to rotate up and down, and it needs to slide forward and back. So we're going to work on all those motions right now. So the first thing I want you to do is you're going to stand in the doorway, and we're going to pretend like my right shoulder blade is the focus. We're going to take our hands and we're going to grab the frame on the left side of our body. Once my hand is fixed there, I'm going to take my pelvis and I'm going to turn my pelvis to the right for 30 seconds. When I do that, each time I turn to the right, I'm going to get a little tension that's happening right in the shoulder underneath, kind of in the latissimus and the teres minor major rotator cuff area. So 30 seconds where we're rotating the hips to the right. Number 2 is going to be, I'm going to turn to the right, grab on to the door frame, and then I'm going to turn my hips to the left. And when I do that now, I should feel some tension right in the front. There are some muscles in the front here, the pec minor, that actually attaches to the shoulder blade. So I'm turning my hips to the left, 30 seconds. Nice stretch right there. Okay. Now again, if these are painful for you, just do the ones that aren't painful to start with. You're not going to move through pain and then find a solution. Third motion, we're going to grab up top of the door frame. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other, and then I'm just going to drive my pelvis and my knee forward and back. Again, I get a nice lengthening underneath my shoulder here. 30 seconds, front to back. And then finally, the fourth motion is I'm going to take my arm and reach on the top, on the side. I'm going to lean to the side, grab that door frame, and then I'm going to let my hips move to the side but away. So now I feel a huge amount of stretch underneath there, my latissimus. And I'm going to spend 30 seconds driving my hips away. So there's our first 4 strategies. We're going to just say that's one routine that's going to help loosen up my shoulder blade. Now, I'm going to grab 2 of these weights here. We've got light weights, and they're just 4-pounders. So I would start out at 2-pounders. I've never gone above 10, so you don't have to go very heavy with these. So I'm going to take my weights here, and the idea is that I've got 6 directions that my shoulder really needs to move into, and these are going to be more strengthening exercises for the rotator cuff. But they also get the shoulder blade to move. They also work on the upper back mobility, so it's a pretty good all-inclusive routine. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to take our weights and just hold them up at shoulder level, and then I'm going to reach above my head, but I'm going to reach forward. So I'm going to try this motion 20 times. And you can see how when I come back with my weights, I do a little squat, and then I reach up. And the reason I do that is because when I do a lift, 75% of the lift is actually coming from my hip strength, not my shoulder strength. So in order to have healthy shoulders, we have to have strong hips. So 20 is going to be forward and up. The second motion is going to be straight back. And again, squat down, reach back. Squat down, reach back. Squat down, reach back. Number 3 is going to be to the side. Good. Number 4 is going to be overhead to the side. Big reach. Again, pay attention to my hips. I'm moving my hips. And then the 5th one is now reaching across. 20 of those. And then finally reaching back. Reaching back. Good turn of the hips. So those are going to be 6 strategies, 6 directional movements where I can start to strengthen my shoulder. All right, so we got our final strategy here. We're going to get on hands and knees, which is a little tough for some of you. But the cool part about this exercise is that we get to take our body and move it around a fixed shoulder, which is different than when we're reaching our hands up in the air. Our bodies are fixed and our shoulders moving. This is oftentimes a really nice way to start if I do have shoulder pain because it's usually not painful. So I'm going to, again, use my 3 planes of motion. I'm going to get hands and knees. We're going to focus on the right arm. I'm going to take we're going to do forward and back. We're going to reach forward. I do about 10 to 15 of these reaches forward. Okay? See how my body's moving? And it's this guy right here is the one that's controlling the motion. The second direction is going to be moving this arm over to the side. Again, so I'm kind of moving and pivoting on this arm 10 to 15 times. And then the third and final motion is going to be I reach under, and then I reach up 10 to 15 times. Now, this gets the shoulder to move in all three planes. It gets the shoulder blade to move. If you're feeling like it's too easy, all you got to do is take that position, the starting position, and go up onto the toes and start over. Much harder. So for anybody of any level, this is a great exercise, not only to keep your shoulders healthy, but also to relieve shoulder pain. As a reminder, this month, we have 10 free spots open for anybody that's out there listening to this video with shoulder pain. 10 free screens, and all you need to simply do is reply to this email or call the front desk, 944-6541, this month only. See you then.